Hey, welcome back to Natelby Reefing. Thanks for joining in on this video, which is a post about a soft coral delivery that I received today from Gallery Aquatica. Now, we've picked up about 4 or 5 different, actually there's more than that, I think it's about six different soft corals that arrived today, and I'll just take you through them. Now, obviously they've only just been put in and well, they were put in about 6 or 7 hours ago. So they are just settling in a bit still. I wouldn't expect them to be doing anything flash. Just happy that they're not looking miserable, which is important as well. So we'll start off with this dude over there. And this is a soft coral of sorts. The color was reported as unique because apparently this is not the typical color for these. I want to say Sinularia, but again, I have forgotten, and the guys at Gallery Aquatica, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry because you put in a lot of hard work to tell me what they are, and then I put them in the tank, and 30 seconds later, I've forgotten their name. But yeah, so that is a really cool piece that we've got here. It's not green, but it's also not yellow, and the edges, the tips are this sort of palish color. I think that's maybe just quite common for these kinds of things, where the tips are a little different to the rest, but just let it stay there for a bit so you can see it. But yeah, that's it, and it sits quite nicely on that little shelf that was there before. If anyone's been watching the channel for a long time, they'll know that long ago the torch was there and I moved it, and then the clam was somewhere near there too, so that's that one. The other one that we have is the leather coral, Sarcophyton, I think it is. This is a greenish brownish one. Again, it hasn't been in the tank for long, so I don't expect the polyps to be out. It's only just getting comfortable here. It's probably about twice as big as it was when I put it in, so at least we know that it's opening up and it's coloring up nicely. The next one is actually what was considered a hitchhiker, believe it or not. But this Ganya was stuck to the side of one of the soft corals, and I removed it because it was getting a little bit, you can see sort of this side here, how the polyps are trying to come out. And if you look at towards the back, they're not really. And that back section, it was on a rock with another soft coral, and the soft coral had folded up on top of it, and I think it had kind of annoyed that thing during the packaging. So I just thought, you know what, let me just move it out and stick it up on top here with the other Ganya. Interestingly enough, the Island Red Devil is actually starting to encrust again, quite nicely actually, and it's coloring up red and green, which is quite cool. It's never done that before. I think it must be because now I finally have some nitrates and phosphates in the tank. But okay, that's that one. Where were we? Now here we have a photosynthetic Gorgonian. Gorgonian was in inverted commas, so I think that means it's kind of a Gorgonian, but it isn't. This has got the most craziest polyp extension out of everything that's been in the tank so far. I'm going to test it maybe in a couple of days' time to see if it has like a feeding response on those things. It'll be quite cool to see if it does. All right, then down here we have a blue, I forget the name, right? It was, if you watched the video before, this is the dude that was brown when it arrived. It was just unhappy, and this is the thing that had the Ganya attached to it. You can't really see the color from this side, but from here you can. But it's picked up its blue coloration quite nicely. It's starting to look a bit puffier. It was really flat and sad when I put it in. So I think maybe in a day or two, it should be nice and sort of upright. Let's see. Then we've got some, what I think is also known as blue clove polyps, I think. Those are there. And up there, we have another similar little group there. And on this side, which is yet to open, I think these are like palm corals or clove polyps. I forget, but they're also not opening yet. But I had some of these in my tank before, and sometimes they take a while before they start opening up and showing their green center. That one there, you can kind of see the one in the very middle. So obviously they're all going to have that really nice green center. So when they do open, I didn't put them anywhere specific because I want to see what color they are. If they're too green similar to that, I'll have to move it. But if we just have a quick look, step back from the tank, have a quick look at the situation now. It's a very different layout to what we had in here maybe 4 or 5 months ago. But I'm quite happy with it because the goal is going to be that we have sustainably sourced Australian corals and sustainably sourced or aquacultured fish, and sort of like what Parker's Reefs is doing, just a small tank with stuff that we get from here in Australia that is going to be, I don't know, just sustainable, I suppose. So I'll keep you guys updated maybe next week with another video on how these guys are settling in. I'm really keen to see what that one does because that is a beautiful piece. The color is unbelievable, and I can't wait for it to sort of start standing up a bit taller. Yep, so anyway, that's it. That's the video. It's a 6-minute one. Sorry guys, it's a bit long. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated on the progress of the tank. Look at how massive the torch is. It's hard for me to try and show you, but like, I don't know, you can see it in the camera, but it's just really imposing. It's like maybe a quarter of the width of the tank, maybe. Or maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe a fifth. But anyway, yeah, it's just looking really happy now, which is I'm really happy about too. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.